Oh, I'm on mute now. God, there we go. Welcome to the Fat Big Quiz of Britain. We've got there in the end. I'm all over the shop. Yeah, if you've done one of these before, you'll know that I was up until the crack of dawn getting this finished for everyone. So there we go. Well done, Norfolk and Chance. You're a lot more organised than I am, getting your team name in weeks in advance, causing technical issues. There you go. But that's how it rolls. Well done. We're good to go now. We've got all the team names in. So, if you're expecting Jimmy Carr, I'm afraid he couldn't make it. He's been illegally impounded for double parking. There you go. There's a picture of Jimmy Carr on a Jimmy Carr. It's a double pun. If you've played with this, you'll know that I've had that joke for nearly a year and a half now, and I always promise I'm going to change it, but there seems to be no end in sight. Right. Now, we need to have a look at the team names, I think. That's the first thing we're going to do. So here we go. There they are! Norfolk and Chance, you're in! Look at that. We've got Norfolk and Chance. We've got Check Our Eyelids for Holes. We've got Team Jelly. And we've got the Chestnut Champions. And I'll tell you what. I'm going to be giving my favourite team name to the Chestnut Champions this evening, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I'll tell you what. I like Check Our Eyelids for Holes, but I don't know what it means. I do like it. I just don't know what it means. Chestnut for Champions. It's because you've got the big plush toy. Oh, go on.
Check Our Eyelids for Holes. It's a Stereophonics song.
Stereophonics. Oh, that's good. We don't have any.
It's closing your eyes and having a nap.
Ah, well, that's to be honest, that's what I need to do. Right, there we go. Right, okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, I'm also going to give a bonus point to Norfolk and Chance for being so organised. So there we go. Look at those. Off the mark. Bonus point there. 1-1. Round of applause. Right. Here we go. So, it wouldn't be a quiz without questions. So it's going to be eyes down and question number 1. And we always start with a trusty normal quiz style question. Here we go. I've got my quiz cards with me here. There's nothing on them. They're just for show. So we'll get rid of those. Right. Eyes down. Question number 1. We're in the history round. In fact, we're in the history round. So let's take a look at that now. So our first question for the Fat Big Quiz of Britain is this. Were you paying attention at school? That's what we want to know. Oh, here we go. We've got someone else on the way in. Were you paying attention at school? In which year did the Spanish Armada fail to attack the British shores? So, does anyone know that? Right, we want the year. We don't need the date. We don't need the month. We just need the year. You've got to get this bang on to get the points. You've got to get it bang on to get the points. What I'll say is they didn't do very well, the old Spanish Armada. No, well, if you remember your history, all the ships got caught in an awful storm and it all went Pete Tong. There we go. But can you tell us the year that it happened? Can you tell us the year that it happened? Right. Now, question number 2. Question number 2. Here we go. We do have a guest for you. He's around here somewhere. He likes to keep me waiting. He's got your second question for you.
Hello, Dangerous Mouse here with a quiz question for you about the Magna Carta, which is a very old document that was issued in June 1215. But can you tell me what that document represented? Okay, I'll see you later with the answer. Toodaloo.
There he goes. There we go, old Dangerous Mouse. Right, we want to know, what does the Magna Carta represent? Now, we're looking for a few keywords to make sure you've got the answer correct. So, we don't need an essay. We don't need 500 words. Just a short sentence or a short answer. As long as you include the main keywords, you'll be getting the point for this. So, best of luck. Can you tell us the answer to that question? Next up, here we go. Now, I'm going to let you into a little secret. The guest for this one, he's let me down because he's a 3D animation and I didn't get it done. It's the only thing I promised I didn't get done. So I'm going to read you another quiz style question. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The next question for the history round is, which house was Alfred the Great affiliated with? So we're looking for the house. Now, Alfred the Great was known by some or many as the first king of England? He's the first to call himself that anyway, or the first king of the Anglo-Saxons. But can you tell us which house he was associated with? And this will come in a little bit handy later on, as you'll see. So best of luck. Which house was Alfred the Great affiliated with? And then we've got a picture round for you. Here we go. Picture round, please. There we go. Cover your eyes if you've got kids. There we are. Now, that is a famous giant associated with fertility. Famous giant associated with fertility. What we want to know is, what is this giant's name? We want to know what the giant's name is. So it's a famous giant associated with fertility. But can you tell us his name? I'll give you a clue. It's a little bit related to the location. So best of luck with this. Best of luck with this. And then finally, we've got a quote for you. Here we go. Finally, we've got a quote for you. No man's knowledge here can go beyond his experience. So, there's the quote. There's the quote. We want to know who said it. We want to know who said it. So best of luck. And then when you're happy with your answers, you should be able to click submit. And then we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. So best of luck with this. When you're happy with your answers, click submit. And we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. Let's see. Anybody in yet? Anyone trigger happy? We'll find out. Let's have a little look. Oh, now, we'll do a roundup of the scores at round 3, I think. Oh, there we go. Some speed in there. Just the chestnut champions are waiting on now. There we go. Go on, you're just cheering because you've heard your name. Brilliant. Oh, you're all in. You've all done pretty good speed there. Chestnut champions. You've done well on that round. Very, very well done. You're our top scorers for that. Good job. Couple of teams knowing the Spanish Armada. Ah, brilliant. I paid absolutely no attention in my history class. What would I have been? About, I don't know, 13. Anyway, I had to Google the answers to get it. You know Googling, though, because it's cheating. I'm allowed to because I made the answers. Right, here we go. Let's go through everything now. So, first up, 2 teams getting this. Very well done. 1588. Go on, Norfolk and Chance and Chestnut champions. Very, very well done. Loving the cheering there. Yeah, absolutely. On the nose. 1558. That's what we needed. Right, next up. So, there were a few keywords that we were looking. Norfolk and Chance. That's American. The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. That's American. Here we go. No one getting this right. Chestnut champions, you were close, but you missed something that we were looking for specifically. So let's go back to Dangerous Mouse to get the answer for you.
Hello, I'm back again with the answer to the question I read to you earlier. The Magna Carta states that the king and his government is not above the law. Take of that what you will, and well done if you answered the question correctly. All the best, and I'll see you another day.
Right, there we go. So what we wanted was something along the lines of royalty or the monarch are not above the law. It meant that the monarchs can be held accountable for their actions. They are not above the law. Anyway, like Dangerous Mouse said, make of that what you will, because I don't know how well that's been followed through, but there you go. Next up, number 3. Very well done, Chestnut champions. It was meant to be Morph reading this out, but as I said, he's still 3D rendering somewhere. It is House of Wessex. Very well done. House of Wessex is correct. Number 4, let's take a look at the picture round. Here we go. The Cern Giant. There you go, the Cern Giant. Very good. Yes, Cern Abbas is where he's located. So if you put the word Cern, you would have got the answer. Check out Eyelids for Holes. That's a brilliant answer. Is it past the watershed yet? I don't know. Chestnut champions every now and then can get a little bit rude. So anyway, they've just cover your children's ears. They've just said big dick man. There you go. Right, next up, we've got number 5. It's a quote. It was John Locke. There we go, John Locke. There we go. So very well done. If you got that correct, one of my favourite quotes. That tells you a bit about me. I've got favourite quotes. Right. Now we're going on to a quirky creative round. Now, I don't know if anyone like looked into what we do or how these run, or you just thought, oh, we'll just do a virtual quiz. But we do a normal quiz style round followed by a quirky creative round. So this is the quirky creative round. It's a round of say what you can sees. So we always do a say what you can see round in round 2. They're all British icons. And all you need to do is say what you can see. That's the idea. So let's take a look at the graphic now. Here we go. So there are 10 say what you can sees in here. All of them are somehow related to Britain. Some are harder and more obscure than others. Some are more straightforward and less ambiguous. So best of luck with this. 10 say what you can sees. Now, we're going to give you around 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes for this one. Best of luck. All you've got to do is say what you can see. Now, we'll go through the groups at the end. We don't do that at the beginning because it's too easy. But if you've done one of these before, obviously there's a bit of practice and it will make it a tiny bit easier. But just think Britain, British icons, and you'll do well. 4 minutes on the clock. Best of luck. Say what you can see. Time starts now.
Successful fella, thought to himself, oops, I've got a lot of money. Caught in a rat race, terminally. I'm a professional cynic, but my heart's not in it. I'm paying the price of living life at the limit. Caught up in the centuries, anxiety. Yes, it preys on him. Then drives him wrong. Lives in a house, very big house in the country. Watching afternoon repeats and the food he eats in the country. He takes a manner of pills and piles up analyst bills in the country. Oh, it's like an animal farm, that's a rural charm in the country. He's got morning glory and life's a different story. Everything's going Jack and Jory in touch with his own mortality. He's reading balls and looking bad. It's a helping hand that makes you feel wonderfully blind. Oh, it's a century's remedy for the things that heart. Star drives simple. Lives in a house, a very big house in the country. He's got a fog in his chest, so he needs a lot of rest in the country. He doesn't drink, smoke, laugh, takes herbal baths in the country. Fish should come to no harm on the animal farm in the country. In the country. In the country. In the country.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, start thinking about sending those answers in. Now, I'll tell you what, some of the subsequent rounds are timed. So, It's good practice for that. We're not going to be super strict on this round. But do send us your answers. Time to get them in now. You've had your 4 minutes. Best of luck with this. Norfolk.
I've put everything on one line because I didn't realise that they were a line.
Right. This is why we've got support here. We'll change that for you. So just send it through. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll just divide it out. Yes, no problem. Well done, Team Chelly. Yes, you've read my mind because I've got to come up with these. So I'm just sort of sat there staring at a screen trying to divide words up. There we go. We'll see how you got on in a minute. Check your eyelids for holes. We've got the other teams in, other than Les Quizerables, but I think they're playing a little bit of catch-up. So we are going to crack on. Norfolk and Chance. Oh, 7 out of 10. No messing about. Go on. Right. They're in. Les Quizerables are in. That's our top score. Well, I think it's our top score. We'll see how Check Our Eyelids for Holes did. We will find out. So... right, let's have a little look at the answers. Here we go, here we go. Here's me messing about saying here we go, but I'm not even ready. Right, let's go round the board. Here we are. So, bottom left, there's cookies and bread crumbling into a pit. So it's a crumpet. There you go, a pit of crumbs, a crumpet. What are you talking about, Helen? I mean, you can't see, guys. I'm giving myself a cheer. We got one of these. We call them groaners. It's like, for God's sake. Right, number 2. Here we go, number 2. Now, this one is a hard one. Well done. Did anyone get this? We'll have a little look. So, it's Mount T or Mounty Python. Mounty Python. Monty Python. Well done if you got that one correct. That was a more difficult one. Number 3. Wait, look, I've got to do 10. Okay, I've got to do 10. Number 3, teabag. There you go. That's a bit more straightforward. Teabag. Number 4. There you go. That's an 8th, isn't it? Who's coming out of the 8th? It's Henry. Henry the 8th. Go on. Go on, Norfolk and Chance. There you go. Henry the 8th. Number 5. Well, 2 Bens. We're pointing at the big one because it's Big Ben. Number 6. There you go. She's in a bowl of punch. It's good old Judy. It's Punch and Judy. Come on. There you go. Number 7. Quite a few teams getting this, and I thought this was just ridiculous. Imagine as I'm making it, I'm like, right, I'm going to put Cher on a padlock. Anyway, a few teams getting it. Very, very well done. It's Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. Quite a few teams got that. Very well done. Michelangelo's David. He's got check our eyelids for holes. It's only round 2. They've had enough. Oh dear. Right. Number 8. That's David. He's got Becks and he's got Ham. So it's David Bexham. David Beckham. Now number 9. If you know your 1987 Hurricanes, you'll get this. Now the reason I say that is that I was born 3 days or something. Oh no, 3 weeks before this man said this comment. So there was a massive, massive hurricane in 1987. That's
10 days.
10 days. That's my mum, by the way, just so we know when I'm born. There you go. She always likes to see the new games, right? So that's Michael Fish, and he's ready to gamble his chips. So it's Fish and Chips. There you go. He told everyone that it wasn't going to be a big storm, and it was massive. And then number 10, there you go. We've made this one quite straightforward. So it's got a little Abbey Road crossing, and they're Beatles cars. It's just the Beatles. There you go, 4 Beatles. Well done if you got that correct. Now, with that, we're going to be heading on over to the next round, round number 3. And guys, you're in for a bit of a treat this evening, because I got a bit carried away with the quirky creative round. So you've got an extra one. This would normally just be a music round, but actually tonight we've got top of the props. Here we go. So someone in our team, he's awesome. He produces music. He's done a remix for you. He's done a remix of 5 UK number 1s. Now they're not all UK artists, but they were all number 1 in the UK. One from the 70s, one from the 80s, one from the 90s, one from the noughties, one from the 2010s. So we need the song. We don't need the artist. We just need the song of each of those decades. And then there's 5 props. We want the name of the prop. The name of the prop, right? They're going to be dancing along. So we need the song and the prop. Best of luck. You might recognise where they're from, but we need the actual prop name. This is top of the props. Thanks, Helen. There you go. So, guys, just in case you want to know there's no funny business, all the props are here with me. They'll take a round of applause. There we go. Sister Beans Teddy. He's our I won't give you... Well, I wasn't going to give it away. So, best of luck. Let's see how you got on. There you go. That was Michael's remix. Yeah, Michael in our team, he's very talented. So, how good was that? Here we go. Let's see how many you got. How many props did you name? Yes, Norfolk and Chance. Yes, that's it. Right. Good stuff. So, let's see how everyone gets on. Lots of answers coming in. Right. There we go. Shadow Man? Who's put Shadow? I can tell you one of them is not Shadow. Isn't that a Marvel character? Shadow Man. There we go. Right, let's just get this up. There we go. Oh, no. People go... You got to know it. You got to get it on the nose. People going for some rogue answers here. I guess you may as well try. There we go. This one... And... there we go. Let's get that there. That there. Okay, I think pretty much everyone is in now. So let's see how the team's got on. We were looking for the song names. So we wanted the song names. Let's see how everyone did. Right. There we go. Right, here we go. We're going to take a look at the answers now. Quite a few 90s throwbacks. Props have gone a bit out of fashion. So you could have had Ed the Duck. Ed the Duck was one of them. Then it was just Teddy. Mr. Bean's Teddy. Just Teddy. Then you could have had Gordon the Gopher. Andy from... Not Andy Peters, that's Ed the Duck. From Schofield. There you go. Then you could have had... Mallet's Mallet, that's what we needed, Mallet's Mallet, and Mr. Flibbles from Red Dwarf, from that iconic Red Dwarf episode. And then in terms of the music, there we go, you're going to be testing me now. Night Fever, 2010 was One Kiss, and then it was Viva La Vida from Coldplay for the noughties, and then for the 90s was Earth Song, Michael Jackson. From the 80s was Call Me, by Blondie, and then from the 70s was Night Fever by the Bee Gees. So there we go, very well done. Teams picking up points in different areas there. I'm not sure who thought Coldplay was from the 1980s. That's you, Norfolk and Chance. What are you talking about?
I did them all in the wrong order.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll give you benefit of doubt. We'll move them around for you.
We didn't put the name anyway.
So, there you go. But you got Ed the Duck. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Very well done. Right. Let's take a look at the scores. Now, some of this is going to be somewhat stuff that I'm actually doing some rearranging of your answers now, Norfolk and Chance. So, I think we're pretty much good, but it means that some of these scores may be subject to change. Okay, let's take a look at the scores on the doors. Right, here we go. I think they're rearranging themselves very, very slightly. There we go. You can see the bonus points creeping itself in. Right, this is as it stands at the moment. Here we go. Currently out in front, you've got the Chestnut Champions. Very, very well done. Norfolk and Chance, you're on 14. You're joint up there. Then we've got Team Jelly on 10. Check our eyelids for holes on 9. And then on 5, check our eyelids for holes. Very, very well done. We'll give you a round of applause. Saw you cheering along there. There we go. Ole Quizarables on 9, I should say. Check our eyelids for holes on 5. But guys, all to play for at this point. Here we go. On to the next round. And this is called It's Just Not Cricket. Here we go. Right. We're about to show you lots of moments from sports controversy. Lots of controversial moments from sports history. As I told you, I haven't slept. Let's take a look. Right, there we go. I'm in my little commentary box. So, 5 moments from sports history. We're going to give you some visuals to learn more about the question, but the questions are on the answer forms for you as well. So here we go. Let's take a look at the first one, which is in this tournament, where did England get knocked out? Let's take a look at why we got knocked out.
Defoe looking for room. Lampard! Did it go in? No, say the officials. Oh, it's Wembley, 1966, all over again.
Yes, there we go. But we want to know, what stage did we go out because of that game? So that's the South African World Cup. Did we make it to round 16, the quarters, the semis, or the final? Best of luck with this. Next up, an iconic moment from Wimbledon, but which year?
It was the wrong side. The ball came up all over. No, it was a bit of a spread, Mr. McEnroe. That was a good call. Excuse me? That was a bit of a spread.
But you can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
Lampard!
On the line!
Oh, it's Wembley, 1966, all over again.
How can you possibly call that out? How many you can miss? That he's walking over, everyone knows it's in this whole stadium, and you call it out? Explain that to me, will you?
There we go, Lampard sneaking in again there. So, what was that year from Wimbledon? Where McEnroe famously said, "You cannot be serious." There we go. Number 3, here we go. Right, there he is. Good old Freddie. Now, he was caught in an incident in St. Lucia during a World Cup. What did the press call this? Now, this is a bit of a you can say what you can see, if I'm honest with you. We want to know, what did the press call this incident where Freddie was caught very, very drunk after a defeat, I believe, an opening defeat, and then just before the New Zealand game. So there we go. Best of luck. And for the next one, I'm going to be reading out a passage. Now, you've got it for you there on the form as well, so you can read it, but I'm also going to read it out for you. We're looking for the name of the sportsman on this next one. There we go. Right, so there has never been an episode of domestic violence in our marriage, ever. Elon has shown enormous grace and poise throughout this ordeal. Should be Elin. Elin deserves praise, not blame. The issue involved here was me repeated irresponsible behaviour. I was unfaithful, I had affairs, I cheated. What I did is not acceptable. I am the only person to blame. So, which sports person is this about? Send that to your UCL proofreaders. Oh dear. I was reading it out, I was like, that's awful. That's me, by the way. I've touch typed it and not checked it. No. This is the problem with all-nighters. Right, here we go. And then finally, one more question. Here we go.
Get back into this game here.
Boris goes in, and Boris goes charging toward the ball. I'm not sure if he got any of it. Gets the biggest cheer of the night. And Maurizio Gaudino will never forget the night he met Boris Johnson.
He was trying to make him there at the right moment as well. He was waiting for him coming in. He was just trying to dink it through his legs to take the mickey out of him and go on the other side of it. But Boris was having nothing of that.
That's the best part of the evening. There we go, recapping that. Anyway, we want to know, that was a charity match between Germany and England. And we want to know for which charity. It was done for a charity of a very famous football player. So best of luck with this. Boris is known for not only, I mean, I don't know if you saw, he did that rugby game and he took out a young Japanese lad. He did that. He's known for all of these. Apparently with this football one, he said, there was an interview afterwards and he said, well, I'm a rugby player really. And I heard that you can head the ball. So I just went to head the ball. And so head the ball. It's on the ground. What's he on about? Anyway, there you go. It's one of my favourite clips. So send us your answers.
Other balls.
So, say that again. Check your eyelids for holes.
He was aiming for some other balls.
Oh, he's aiming for other balls. Very good. Come on, we'll give him a round of applause. There you go. You may not be top of the scoreboard for points, but you're definitely up there for banter. Very good stuff. Right. Send us those answers. Send us those answers. Best of luck. Here we go. How are we getting on? Most teams getting an answer in now. Very, very good. Yes. Just waiting on one team. Here we go. Right. How are we looking on the scores? We will do a bit of a recap. We are coming up to half time. So, very well done. Let's have a look. Okay. Ooh, very close, Chestnut Champions. Not quite what we were looking for. Very, very close. As I said, it was a bit of a say, but you can see most people getting the correct answer for the sports start. Very good. And yeah, a few people getting the correct answer for the charity as well. So very, very good stuff. Right, let's go back and take a look at the answers now. Okay, so number one, we asked you what round did we get to? Quite a few people getting this correct. It was round 16. Yeah, we got knocked out at round 16 before the quarters. There you go. So well done if you got that one correct. Next up, here we are. We asked you, what was the year? It was 1981. So very well done if you got that correct. 1981 for McEnroe saying you cannot be serious. I think one, where were you guys? Oh, very, very close. One team just 1 year out. Check your eyelids for holes. 1 year out. Very, very close. Might give you a point for that. Right, here we go. Next up, number 3. You're very close, Chestnut Champions. It's Fredolo, not Pedalo. They called it Fredolo. There you go. You literally said Pedalo, and you just needed to change there. Yes, it's so obvious now. Difficult at the time. Here we go. We're going to take a look at number 4. You all got this. Let's have a look at the press conference.
There has never been an episode of domestic violence in our marriage, ever. Elin has shown enormous grace and poise throughout this ordeal. Elin deserves praise, not blame. The issue involved here was my repeated irresponsible behavior. I was unfaithful. I had affairs. I cheated. What I did is not acceptable, and I am the only person to blame.
There you go. Bit longer than I expected. Right, finally, we asked you, number 5, who was it in aid of? It was Bobby Moore. Well done, check your eyelids for holes. So, very, very good stuff. With that, we're heading on over to... we're back to the rounds of normality. We've got a people round for you. Then we're going to have a half-time break. So, here we go. 5 questions on people. Best of luck. We'll also look at the scores after this round. So, we always start our 5th round with fake news. Here we are. Now, we've got 4 headlines for you. 1 of them is real. 3 of them I have made up. So, can you find the real headline? We'll start left to right. Cornish pasty to be rebranded amongst diversity fears. Number 2, man posts letter in dog poo box for 2 years. Number 3, first triple decker comes in the form of chocolate, not buses. Number 4, ice cream van wars. Sometimes the cherry isn't always on top. So, one of those is a real headline from the British tabloid papers. 3 of them I've made up. Can you find the real headline? Number 2, inventor question. Straightforward. Who invented these? Who invented these? The famous red telephone box. Number 3. Who is the author of this book? We've retitled it. That's not its real name. So, we've used a thesaurus. Can you get the real name? And once you've got the name, we need the author. So, best of luck. Bit of a tricky one. So, you need to work out the actual book name and then tell us who the author was.
Well, hello.
Number
Nigel
4.
Farage here, aka Mr. Brexit, and I've got a quiz question for you. Many of you will know that I spent years campaigning for Britain to gain their independence from the European Union. But can you tell me, on what date was it put to the vote? On what date did the referendum take place? Best of luck, and I'll be back later with the answer.
There we go. Right. Just to let you know, no political alignments with Farage, but when we were trying to think of who considers themselves the most British, we were like, he's got to be up there. So there you go. Can you tell us which date the referendum was? There we go. We want to know which date the referendum was. Best of luck with this. When did people vote? Okay. And then finally, can you find the odd one out? One of these is an odd one out. Here we go. We're not going to tell you why. So top left, Princess Di. Top right, Elton John. Bottom left, Idris Elba. Bottom right, St. George. So, there we go. Find the odd one out. Princess Di, St. George, Idris Elba, Elton John. So you've got to figure out why they're the odd one out. Yeah, happy with your answers. Click submit. And we'll go back and we will...
Why have the scores for Checker Islands vanished?
Wait, someone said our name.
I don't know if anyone did say your name. I don't know. It might have been me chatting to Varnia, potentially. Is what it may have been. So, guys, send us your answers. How are we getting on? We've had check our eyelids for holes. You're in. Very, very well done. Oh, check our eyelids for holes. Making a comeback. Here we go. Let's see. Right.
It's a pizza wine and cider.
It's the pizza wine and cider. Very good. Right, everyone is in now. Only one team getting the fake news. There you go. Maybe I should write for a tabloid. Here we go. That was you, check our eyelids for holes. As I said, you're making it. Oh no, Chestnut Champions have just come in. You got it as well. Here we go. Right, let's take a look at the answers for fake news. It was, poor bloke. Man posts letter in dog poo box for 2 years. Bless him. That was the real headline. No, the other ones are made up. So well done if you got that correct. Here we go. For the next one, we asked you, who was the inventor of this. Gilbert Scott is who we were looking for. So check our eyelids for holes. There you go. Getting that one. The only team getting that one correct. Very well done. Next up, we asked you the author of, let's see if you got the book. It was The Wind in the Willows. And then it was Kenneth Graham. So there we go. Check our eyelids for holes. Getting that one as well. Here we go. There, and well done, Norfolk and Chance. You gave us the explanation. That is correct. So the odd one out.
Everyone.
Oh, God. He's everywhere, isn't he? I'm not even ready for him. Right. Back over to... right, back over to question number 4. It should be this way around. What date did we vote in the EU referendum? Let's take a look at the answer.
Hello everyone, did you miss me? Because I'm back with the answer. It was June the 23rd, 2016. Well done. If you got it right, see you next time. Tally ho.
There we go. Right. So there you go. 23rd of June 2016. So I'll tell you what. Check our eyelids. Oh, that is the only one that you got incorrect. Well done to those other teams who got that correct. With that, we are going to take half time. Now, oh no, I haven't done odd one out. There we go. It's St. George. Very well done. Because he wasn't born in the UK. Yeah, the other 3 are all UK. All born in the UK. St. George is actually the saint of quite a few European countries, I believe, including Turkey, maybe Greece. I did look this up, but I've forgotten. So there you go. Let's take a look at the scores on the doors. Now, they've changed slightly, but I've got to do a bit of a brush up on these. I'll go back at half time to make sure that everything's all spick and span and not moving all over. Well, it does like to move all over the shop, so there we go. Right, currently leading the pack. In joint first, Norfolk and Chance and Chestnut Champions. Come on. Very good. Check our eyelids for holes. You've made a comeback. There you go. You're on 13 now. Very well done. Team Jelly on 12. Go on. And Les Quizarables are on 11. But Les Quizarables, have you done the first round? We will let you go back and do the answers for the first round. You got here late. We'll give you benefit of the doubt. So things could change. Now, we'll meet back here at 8:05. So grab yourself a drink, do what you need to do, and we'll see you in a few. this. We're getting a show. Very good.
I found out. She's a big teaser. She took me half the way there. She's a big teaser. She took me half the way there now. She was a day tripper, one-way ticket, yeah. It took me some
go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Right. Here we are. What's this one? Got an extra one just in case. Right, we're back. Here we go. Oh, what am I talking about? It's a bit of wet, wet, wet. Wow. There we go. Come on, give that man a round of applause. Right. Very good. Very good. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, this is called Fish Your Chips. Here we go. Right. I thought the music just going to carry on. Right, this is called Fish Your Chips. It's a quirky, creative round. Oh, look, we got a cat. Look at that. There we go. The cat gets a round of applause. Right. Here we go. So, this is your chance to either up the stakes or play it safe. You're going to have the opportunity to bet points that you've already earned to maximise your score in this round. So we've got 5 questions for you. If you bet 0 points, you can just leave it blank, or you can put 0. You can just leave it blank. You'll get 1 point. If you bet 1 point, you'll get 2 points. And if you bet 2 points, you get 4 points. But only if you get the correct answer. So, 5 questions, 20 points up for grabs in this round if you bet 2 points each time. But you could also end up with minus 10. That's the other thing. You could lose the points. This is Fish Your Chips. There we go. I am in here. You can see me. I'm in the bubbles. There we go. There's 3 of me. I'm in the submarine. There we are. Very yellow submarine. Right. Okay. Here we go. Fish Your Chips. This is all for show. All the questions are on the form. Question number 1. Let's take a little look at that now. So, which storm holds the record for the heaviest rainfall in a single day? Now, you'll see these are all multiple choice. So, this is according to the Met Office. Now, I actually believe it may have been beaten, but it's not been beaten by any of the other storms here. So, out of these 4 storms, which one's got the heaviest rainfall? Storm Dudley, Storm Victor, Storm Desmond, or Storm Karen? Right, so, above it, you'll see how many points do you want to bet. So bet your points first, leave it blank if you don't want to bet any, and then answer the question. So, it's up to you. You can bet 0, 1 or 2 points. You can't bet more than 2. And if you get it wrong, you'll lose the points. They'll be gone. So, it's up to you. Next question, here we go. Who are more likely to give up in a queue? Very British questions, men or women? There we go. Who, in general, who are more likely to give up in a queue? Men or women? Typically speaking. There we go. Not sure where this data came from. We'll say the Met Office as well. There we are. But typically speaking, on a survey of 1,000 people, something like that, who's more likely to give up in a queue? I'll tell you what, guys, I've actually got a fish game that I was going to put into this, but I didn't in the end. You know, the little fish magnet games. You can see the fish are from those fish magnet games. I was going to pull it out at random, but, you know, whatever. Here we go. Next up. The NHS is the blank largest employer in the world. So, where is it in terms of large employers in the world? 5th, 3rd, 10th or 13th? What do you reckon? Okay, number 5. How many episodes of Only Fools and Horses were produced over its 33-year run? We want full episodes here. That includes specials, but it doesn't include things like Red Nose Day. It doesn't include little 5-minute sketches. We're looking for the full episodes. So, what do you reckon? Yeah, it's multiple choice. 61, 69, 64, or 71. Finally. The Britishness audit survey found, when asked, most Brits said the country's national emblem should be the Queen's face, a British bulldog, Big Ben, a cup of tea. What do you reckon? How many are you going to bet? I can see Helen, the faces you're pulling are like, oh, should we do it? Bet all the points. Oh, right. And when you're happy with your answer, click submit and we'll go back and we will reveal how you've done, how the gambling's gone, and how the scores are looking. Whoa. Check our eyelids for holes, going bigger than some of the other teams. Let's have a look. Right. Okay, I need to do an adjustment on the maths here, but it's all good. I've just referred to the wrong cell. Right. Okay, guys, we're going to go back. We're going to look at all of the answers for at once for this. Actually, we're going to look at everything at the same time. So here we go. Let's see how everyone got on. Here are the answers. Right. So that was Storm Desmond. Storm Desmond. There we go. You're cheering, check your eyelids for holes, and then the arm slowly went down. So Storm Desmond had, I've got the stat here somewhere, it was for millimetres of rainfall. Let's have a little look. 341.4 millimetres of rain in a single day from Storm Desmond. Next up, men. Men are far less likely to wait in a queue than women, statistically speaking, according to a data source that I don't have with me, but there you go, I found it on some website. Right, the NHS is the 5th largest employer in the world. The 5th largest employer in the world. Oh no, check your eyelids. What's happened? They're all gone. How many episodes of Only Fools and Horses? Officially 64. 64. Well done. 3 teams getting that one correct. And then finally, the national emblem. 1 team, Norfolk and Chance. Yeah, absolutely right. A cup of tea. There we go. Very well done. With that, we're back to the studio. Here we go. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. I came up with that yesterday. Fish and chips. There we go. Fish and chips. Very good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Well, I came up with the concept a while ago, but I only got it done yesterday. Yeah, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's good stuff. The cat enjoyed it. Yeah, was she there, like clawing at the fish? Like, right, here we go. We're on to the TV and film round now, and he's a staple guest. He's a friend of mine, and he's also an actor. He's been in Snatch, the television show. Snatch, the television show. He's in Jeepers Creepers 3. He just pops up in all of this stuff. He's got a few main roles as well coming up. Anyway, he's an absolute gentleman, and he's going to do a film description for you now in Cockney rhyming slang. So, have a listen. You've got to try and work out what film Luke J.I. Smith is talking about in Cockney rhyming slang.
Hello people, hello. Now, I'm Luke J.I. Smith, and I'm now back with another quiz question for you guys. Would you, Adam and Eve? Now, can you tell me the name of this British film I'm talking about in Cockney rhyming slang? Hey, 1 second. I'm doing a video. No, she's interrupted. That's it. 1 second. Now, there was a load of little tea leaves went round, and I've pinched a load of Reddies, if you know what I'm talking about. And the old IT Blue Bottles were having none of it. So they got into a bit of a jam jar chase, and lucky enough they escaped in the back of a bread and jam. Now from there things went a little bit Pete Tom, should we say. And they ended up almost losing all the bees on the edge of a Kermit. Which British film am I talking about? Good luck.
There we go. So, which film is Luke J.I. Smith talking about there? Best of luck with that. Next up, here we go. We've got another TV and film question for you. This one is who or which British film is hiding behind stained glass? Here we go. So, we're looking for the British film here that's hiding behind stained glass. Now, it's like a magic eye. If you squint, you might get it. So, or if you take, I'll tell you what, there's a trick to this. The further away you are from the screen, what are you doing? The further you are away from the screen, the easier it will become.
Got it. I've got it. Jesus, mate.
If you actually got it, I hope you have. Because that was a bizarre tactic. I don't know what was happening there. I was about to call an ambulance, but if you've got it right, very well done. Okay. Next up, we've got a very special guest on. Very, very special guest to read you question number 3.
Hey Lawrence, hey everybody, it's me, Mr. Motivator, and I have a quiz question for you. You know, I rose to fame in 1993 by performing live fitness sessions on television that people could follow from home. But can you tell me on which show were the performances televised? Good luck, guys, and back to the studio.
Yeah! There we go. That made me very happy. Good old Mr. Motivator there. Right. So, can you tell us where did he rise to fame? That's what we want to know. On which TV show? Now, they've become all the rage, the old home workouts, but can you tell us where the original master of it all began his career? Number 4. Here we go. We've got a face swap for you. There you go. If I was in Lock Stock. There we go. That's me. Right. Oh, I've said the film. What an idiot. What's the name of the film? Oh, dear. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to change it. Who's the director? Because I've told you the name now. We want the director. There you go. What an idiot. You would have got it anyway. It's an easy one. I told you I haven't had any sleep. Who's the director? I'm changing it now. Right. Good luck with this, because you all know the film. We want the director. I'm sure you get it. It's an easy one anyway. It's an easy one. Right. And then finally, we've got a strap line from a film. I'm not going to say anything else. Just tell us which film is this strap line from. Then when you're happy with your answers, click submit and we'll go back. We'll have a look at what the answers are. Best of luck. Whoa. I'll tell you what. Check our eyelids for holes. You went big. You went big on the betting round. No messing about. Right.
Go big or go home, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm having a look at it now because I realised that I just referenced one of the wrong things. So I'm seeing all the points come in now, and you've sort of, I think you're looking like you've pretty much broken even. We'll have a look. You've got a few wrong at the beginning and a few right at the end, so there you go. Swings and roundabouts, very well done. Right. Where are we? Okay, just waiting on one team now. And we'll go back, we'll reveal what the answers are. And then we'll have a little look at the scores on the doors, I think. Right, there we go. Let's have a look at the score. Let's have a look at the answers, I should say. Right. Okay, so number 1. Did anyone get this? You all got it. Maybe it was a bit easy. Right, there we go. Back over to Luke. He's going to give the answer.
So, the answer. The good old Italian job. If you got that, well done. Anyway, if you didn't, never mind. Better luck next time. I'm Luke J.I. Smith, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
There we go. He's an absolute gent. He was coming out of an audition. There he goes. Oh, he's like, Lawrence, I'm so sorry, mate. He's like, I've just got round to doing it. He's done it like through his phone, walking away from an audition. But I thought he absolutely nailed it. But he is a professional, so there you go. Right, next up. Now, you didn't get it, Norfolk and Chance. You didn't get it. Here we go. Now, the thing that was the giveaway, if you really squint, would have been the barbed wire. There you go. The barbed wire. It's the old Great Escape there with James Dean in the barbed wire falling off his motorcycle. Lots of different. Bend It Like Beckham. Brilliant. Right. Next up. No, I don't think Good Morning Britain was around at this time, but 3 teams getting this one correct. Back over to the man himself to give you the answer.
Okay, I'm back. And I have the answer for you. The answer is GMTV. Well done if you got that correct. And remember, be happy, get wicked, and everybody say yeah.
There we go. What a gentleman. Okay.
I think we know. I think we know who bought all the toilet roll.
Hey, what bought all the toilet roll? I didn't see. Was it there? Was it all piled up?
About 100 rolls.
There we go. I don't know what he's doing with it, but there we are, Mr. Motivator. Right, here we go. You all got this one. I'm pretty sure you would have got it anyway. Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels. Guy Ritchie was the director. Very good if you got that correct. And then you all got this one as well. Very famous film. He wasn't the Messiah, he was a very naughty boy. Life of Brian. So here we go. Now I've done your points properly now, so it's all up to date. Let's have a little reorder on the old scores. And let's get this centered. Why is it all the way over to the left? Okay, so currently out by 1 point in front. Norfolk and Chance. There we go. Come on. Pretty close though, guys, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot up for grabs. The top score on the Fish and Chips round was 9, so everyone playing it pretty safe. Okay, top score on the last round was 4.
Except for us, we gambled everything.
Well, yeah, I say playing it safe. Yeah, playing it tactically safe. But you did break even, Check Your Rider. You actually were up by 2, so you did fine. Team Jelly broke even, actually, because they got 4. Everyone going for men. You all got 4 points on that. You all went big. Right, here we go. Next up, round number 8. I've gone round to supermarkets, taken some photos and put in James Bond characters. What you need to try and do, give us the British supermarket and then give us the Bond film based on the villain. This is 00711. Right, there we are. So, we need the Bond film. That's a villain from a Bond film. Very famous Bond film. And then we need the supermarket. Here we go. They sell Dutchy organic lemons. There you go. So, you know it's not Lidl. There you go. Best of luck. Dutchy. What does that mean? Are they saying it's come from the Netherlands? Or are they saying it's like...
It's something to do with Prince Charles.
I was going to say, is it to do with the Duchess? There we go.
Prince Charles.
Don't give it away.
It's the Duchy of Cornwall.
What's that got to do with organic lemons?
Because it's him.
Oh, okay. Well,
he supplied them.
Well, there you go, as I said.
On his estate.
Well, mate, all right, Mum, you should
Or
host
Duchy.
Why don't you host the quiz? I'm going to mute you in a minute. Right, hang on. Here we go. Well, I'll tell you what, as I said, you know it's not Lidl. Next up, where's the music? Oh, dear. I've not put the music on. There we go. I've just left it on mute. Here we go. So, give us the supermarket and give us the Bond film based on the villain. Okay, here we go. Number 3. There we go. This is my favourite. He's fallen off the top shelf. Right. Now, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want it to be, but there is a way to figure out some of these. There is a way to figure out some of these answers. So we're looking for the Bond film and we're looking for the supermarket. Number 4. There we go. So, yeah, turning your heads, Norfolk. Turn the laptop round. There you go. This is where an iPad becomes. Now, I don't know if anyone. I can see what everyone's doing, so I've got the gallery view open. So check your eyelids for holes. They're upside down now, trying to work out the character. There you go. Right, but we want the character, we want the supermarket, and we've just got one more. Here we are. There he is. Having a pop at the old John West sardines. But can you tell us the Bond film based on the villain? And we're looking for the British supermarket, who are temporarily out of stock. What are they out of stock of? They say they're out of stock of pilchards. They're there. They're literally top right. What are they talking about? They need to. I could have removed the label for them, but if I'm quite honest with you, I was trying not to. Security were looking at me very suspiciously, like I was going to do some sort of protest about fish, whereas I'm just trying to take photos for 00711. But imagine trying to explain that to them. It's for a quiz. They'd be like, no. It'd probably make me microwave my SD card. Right. So send us your answers. Send us your answers. And then we're going to go back. We're going to reveal what the answers are. So, how did you get on? They can't all be easy rounds. Oh, go on, check your eyelids for holes. I tell you, you're my comeback team. Knew you were going to get the first one. Oh, have you got a perfect? You've got a perfect score. Come on. You can go grab a drink because you know what's coming. Very well done.
Woohoo! Yay!
Not bad. Not bad. Very good. All the other. Have I overshot? No, you have. You have. There we go. It's giving you an extra point somewhere though. Oh, have I put that one in twice? I was like, how have you got 11? Right, here we go. Let's see. Most teams in now. Okay, right.
You muted.
I know, I was chatting to Varnier. Thank you. I was chatting because I've said you've got an extra point somewhere, so I'm having a look at. I've seen it. I was having a look at the code, but I found where it is. Here we go. Right, all good now. 10 out of 10 though. Check your eyelids for holes. As I said, you're my comeback team. You've absolutely smashed that. I should have known by the lecture on the Dutchy lemons, but there we are. Good stuff. Right, number 1. There we go. Waitrose and Moonraker. Waitrose and Moonraker. So very good if you got that. Number 2. From Russia with Love. And that's in Tesco's. From Russia with Love. That's in Tesco's. I should really be giving you the Bond villain names as well. I'll see if I can find them in my notes somewhere. I'll take a look in just a moment. Next up, we nearly did Jaws, but he's in too many films, so it made it more complex. Number 3, Sainsbury's and GoldenEye. There we go, with him falling through the air. Sainsbury's and GoldenEye. Then we've got Casino Royale and M&S. Casino Royale and M&S. There we are. And finally, Morrison's and Thunderball. I don't know. How did you get Morrison's? Loads of people getting that. It must have been just on intuition. In fact, most of you getting the supermarkets on the nose. Marks and Sparks seems to have thrown most people. Sainsbury's and Tesco's looked pretty straightforward. So well done. Now, guys, I mentioned there was a time round. And that's going to be next. So let's just take a look at the scores on the doors. Oh, there we go. So currently leading out in front. Oh, and the scores are just dodging around. Is Norfolk and Chance on 37. Then we've got Chestnut Champions on 35. 28, Les Quizerables. 29, Check Your Eyelids for Holes. So that needs to be the other way around. And then Team Jelly on 20. I'm telling you, Check Your Eyelids for Holes. You're on the way. Right. So this next one, here we go. We call it Quirky Quickfire. When you hear the gunshots, your time is up. So 10 questions, all on Britain, all quirky questions. You're going to have 30 seconds once I finish reading out the questions to submit your answers. If you don't submit your answers within the 30 seconds, you won't get any points. You'll get nil points. So it's better to submit something rather than nothing. Best of luck. You can click next on your forms now. And the first question is this. The red telephone box door was designed to show off which classic item of British clothing? So the red telephone box door was designed to show off which classic item of British clothing while you were making a phone call. Very, very British. Number 2, what year was the first postage stamp released? Number 3, what dish, this is brilliant, what dish have Britons voted as their national dish? So what dish have Britons voted as their national dish? Number 4, which UK country's flag is missing from the Union Jack? Which UK country's flag is missing from the Union Jack flag. Number 5, what is the name of the smallest town in the UK housing only 400 residents? We're looking for the smallest town in the UK housing only 400 residents. Number 6, which country recorded Britain's top temperature? County, I should say. That's not country, that should be county. Which county recorded Britain's top temperature of 38.5 degrees? So we're looking for the county that recorded the top temperature of 38.5 degrees. Number 7, which breed of animal must have a passport in the UK? Which breed of animal must have a passport in the UK? Number 8, who added approximately 3,000 words to the English language? I'm not going to read that twice because that's obvious. Number 9, what is the most common name for a pub in the UK? What is the most common name for a pub in the UK? And number 10, there's a UK law that states that any citizen can kill a Scot entering the city of York if that person is holding a what above their head? I'll repeat that. There's a UK law that states that any citizen can kill a Scot entering the city of York if that person is holding a what above their head. 30 seconds on the clock. Best of luck. Time starts now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. I was a bit happy on the speed. Right, let's see how everyone's getting on. Has anyone missed the cut-off point? Let's have a look. Oh, no, everybody's in. Very, very well done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to take a look at the answers now. So, number 1. There we go. I should probably get the answers up before I say I'm going to reveal them. Number 1, we asked you which... the red telephone box was designed to show off which item of clothing. Now, you need to know this is the 1920s that they were invented, and it was a gentleman's top hat. There you go. He would stick it on the door as he was making a call, so everyone could see how great his top hat was. Okay, next up, what year was the first postage stamp? 4 teams got this. Why do people... I guess if you come to a quiz, you know this. It's 1840. Very, very well done. Very well done. Yes! Norfolk and Chance. Are you proper quizzes? Here we go. What dish have Britons voted as their national dish? You're absolutely right. It is the chicken tikka masala. There we go. We'll give you a round of applause. Can you believe it? No, it's not. Yeah. There we go. It's not fish and chips. It's not a roast. It is the chicken tikka masala. Brilliant. Next up, which UK country's flag is missing? It's Wales. Yeah, Wales is missing from the Union Jack. Next up, what is the name of... How do you know this, Chestnut Champions? You don't live there, do you? The name of the smallest town in the UK, housing only 400 residents, is Fordwich. There we go, Fordwich. Very, very well done. It'd be great if you did live there. That'd be brilliant. You could tell the whole town about our quiz then. You just like one meeting and we go very locally viral. There we go. Right. Which country recorded the hottest temperature? 3 teams getting this. It's Kent. Good stuff. Which breed of animal must have... No one getting this a passport in the UK. You kid yourself, I think. It's a horse. Horses have got to have passports in the UK. Next up. Who added to the English language? Norfolk and Chance. You didn't answer this. Shakespeare. All the other teams getting this right. Very well done. I thought that was the.
We didn't fancy it.
You didn't fancy it. Who said Churchill? There we go. I don't know. Right. Next up, again 4 teams doing this. Very good. It's the Red Lion. It is the Red Lion. Good stuff. And finally, we'll give you. I'll tell you what. We'll give you crossbow. It is according to the law. From what I found, it's an arrow. But there you go. I think we'll give you crossbow as well. It's the modern arrow. Well, it's got an arrow in it, hasn't it? The old crossbow. So very well done if you got that correct. With that, we're not going to take a look at the scores. We're going to go on to the final round now, and then we'll do the scores at the end. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've called this final round Monarch Key. So what you got to do is match the monarch with their house. Okay? If you get the monarch and the house correct, you get a point. Also, within each section, you can name a full English breakfast ingredient. Now, you'll only get the point for that if you've got the monarch correct, because that's the key. That's the monarch key. So put your answers for the breakfast ingredients you're very sure with the answers that you're very sure with regarding the houses. So there we go, which means there's 20 points up for grabs at this point, which also means any team can still win. That's how close it is. So any team can still win. So what you've got to try and do is match the monarch with their house, and then you can list a full English ingredient. Now, I think we've been quite liberal about the full English ingredients. There's about 13 on there, right? So there's more than enough for you to choose from, okay? And I don't want any arguments at the end about, well, I've seen a sprog of, I don't know, parsley on a full English. No, you're not going to get it for salt, for example, right? So there you go. Just to give you a bit of clarity, we're looking for some solid items. Maybe some condiments, but they've got to be pretty effective. Not salt and pepper. No. Right, here we go. You got 4 minutes, and we've got a big old classic for this one. Best of luck. Time starts now. Come on! Big tune.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away.
Yes. Link the monarch with their house, and then if you get a point for that if you get that right, and then you can list a full English ingredient for an extra point. That's to the monarch. That's yeah, shut up. Yeah, we ain't got long left. Come on. Good.
This one.
Monarch with their house.
Right.
Well, the house they're associated with. Their family surname, their house. So link those two, and then you can list. If you get that right, it acts as a key to unlock a full English ingredient item. No. It's just very British. That's it. So you get 1 point for the monarch, and you get 1 point for the full English ingredient if you've got the monarch correct. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to give you an extra little moment because I know that some teams are asking, oh no, it's telling you, why has it done that? Right, telling you, I know some of the teams were looking for what the links were. So, well, how the game works. So you've got to link the monarch with their surname, or it's another word for that is their house, the house of this surname. If that link is correct, you get a point. And you'll also get the point for the full English breakfast ingredient. If the link is incorrect, you won't get a point. You won't get a point for any of it. So you need to get the link correct, and then if you get the link correct, you have a chance to get another point by listing a full English breakfast ingredient. So there you go. The full English ingredient is not related to the houses, or at least I don't think so. I mean, one of them's Lancaster, so maybe. But no, it's just combining two completely different subjects in terms of getting additional points. So there we go. So just going to give you an extra minute or so to get those in. We're not going to rush you because it sounds like I could have explained the game better. Very well done, Les Miserables. You seem to have absolutely nailed it. Getting lots of points here. Very, very well done. Yes. Very, very well done. Good to see that my maths has also worked out correctly. It's always nice. So send us those answers.
That was horrible.
Why was it horrible? Was it tough? It is a tough one.
Yeah.
It is tough.
Hang on. How have we gone to 45 points?
Oh, it's coming in because I'm showing you the scores, right? Because it's doing your scores. I was trying to. There we go. Right, hide the scores. Thank you. I was panicking because of the what's it called? One of the what's it called? I'll go to the promo slide. There we go. Because one of the what's it called? One of the answers was showing, so I didn't want you to see that. I must have put it in accidentally. Right, so send us those answers. There you go. 3 teams in now. 3 teams in now. We haven't had answers from this team yet. Let's see how they're getting on. Okay, pretty much everyone is in. We're just going to do a last minute check of everything, and we're just going to tell you what's coming up as well. In fact, no, let's do the answers first of all for the round. Here we go. So let's look at the Monarchs linked with their houses because everyone's in now. There we go. So first of all, Harold of Hereford, I believe it was, is the House of Denmark. So Harold I was part of the House of Denmark. William I was from House Normandy. Edward I was from House Plantagenet. I don't know how to say it. There you go. You're going to tell me. Someone's going to tell me. Right.
Plantagenet.
Plantagenet. Thank you very much. I should probably get the audio dictionary up before I put these in. Right. Henry V was part of House Lancaster. Richard III was part of House York. Mary I was part of House Tudor. James I, part of House Stuart. Victoria I, Hanover. Edward VIII was Saxe. Do you want to tell me how to say it? Check. Alright, let's put holes before I try. Do you know this one? There we go. I'm just going to say and Gotha at the end. Saxe, Sass, Seaburg and Gotha. And then George VI.
Coburg.
Oh, there you go. And then George VI was Windsor. That's Queen Elizabeth's father. There you go. Was part of House Windsor. So very, very well done. If you got any of those links, you would have got a point for any of those links. And if you got those links correct, you could have answered any of these. So we would have accepted egg, tomato, sausage, bacon, toast/bread, baked beans, mushrooms, black pudding, hash brown, butter, ketchup, and brown sauce. So that's what we would have accepted in terms of the different English breakfast ingredients. Okay, so the scores are just updating now. Here we go. And it's extremely close, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm going to reveal is that there is 1 point separating 4th and 1st. So 1 point each. So it's 4 points separating 4th and 1st. It's 1 point, then 1 point, then 1 point, then 1 point. And then there's only 4 points separating 5th and 4th. So I think this is probably the closest we have ever had in terms of our Fat Big Quiz. So here we go. But before we do that, I'm going to do the promo slide. So this is what's coming up. You're at the Fat Big Quiz of Britain. Then we've got Easter Scavenger Hunt. Then we've got the Fat Big Quiz of Easter. Then the Fat Big Quiz of Spring. And then if you look on our website, that just keeps going. We do one different Fat Big Quiz a month. So we go Easter, then we've got Everything 1, I think. Then we've got Fat Big Quiz of Summer, then Everything 2. Then we got Fat Big Quiz of Europe, just to show that we're not completely patriotic. We go Fat Big Quiz of Europe, and then Halloween, Fireworks and Fall, Christmas, and then we loop back round. So there we go. Feel free to come down to another quiz if you enjoyed yourselves. But next up, we'll be doing the scores on the doors. So here we go. Drum rolls, please. Unfortunately, I don't think I gave too much away. In 5th position, very well done. It's still not a bad score on 37 points. Team Jellies, give them a round of applause. Here we go. Not bad, not bad. Now, jump up by 4 points. Remember, so next score is 41. The top score is 44. And there's 1 point separating each team. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On 41 points this evening, I'm going to get it in the ear because they asked me what was going on in the last round. They were leading for a lot of it. They know who they are. I'm so sorry. 41 in 4th, the Chestnut Champions. Come on. Very well done. Oh, So, 42. You know where I'm going. 42 points. They didn't get that much of a mention. They've pulled it into third, though. Les Quizerables. Come on. Very well done. They had a solid. Few rounds. I'll tell you what though, Team Jelly, you did best in the final round. Very good comeback there. You got 12 in the final round, so there you go. Next up, in second position, inevitably revealing first. 1 point separating the two. And guys, I'll tell you what, I called it. In second position, 43, Norfolk and Chance, the comeback team. Checo Islands for holes on 44. Come on. There we go. Go on. It was that Dutchy lemon. It was from there onwards. You got a perfect score in the 007-11 round. That was where you really started making a comeback. Very, very well done. Then on the quick fire round, you got the joint top score of 6. And then on the final round, you got a very, very, very... You said it was horrible, but you got a very solid score of 10. So very, very well done. So there we go. Round of applause. The check Islands for holes. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed yourself. As I said, very good. We've got it was basically a team of 2, and then a few people who chip in as contractors. So Varnia, let's give her a round of applause. She's one of those. She's absolutely awesome. Thank you. There we go. So there's a few of us. There's about 5 of us starting around, but it's a very small team. So we're very grateful for you coming out and checking our virtual games. I hope that you had fun. Please feel free to come back to another game. We'd love to see you all again. We're doing these every month. And last thing, if you get the chance to leave a review, we'd be very grateful. We'll send a Google review link on the chat. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me. We'll probably play some British hits for you on the way out. But there we go, just to show you there's no funny business. There's the final scores on the doors. As I mentioned, just 1 point separating all of those teams. Unbelievable. There we go. And that's it from me. Take care, and hopefully we'll see you again. Very well done.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, it was fine. I don't think people mind. Nice one, Varney. Good job. Thanks for your help.